inside of you.
Blessings to all of you beautiful beings. It's Elena and I'm enchanted to have you be here on my channel. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new, consider liking, subscribing, becoming part of my little YouTube family. And if you've been here before, hello and welcome back to each and every one of you marvelous beings right across the screen. Lots of love, lots of warm hugs, and hopefully you and yours are safe. So today's video is a little DIYing vlog type of thing. I apologize for my voice and my appearance. I was pretty sick for most of the week with the flu, and I'm still a little sick while recording and doing this video, but I had a very big spark of inspiration, so I just had to do this. Now, this is a little low budget, kind of a thrifty, but more so stuff that I had around the house DIY situation. And well, let's get on with the video. Alright, so here's the plan. I want a new background for my recording videos area, because that's been up there for quite some time and it's getting a little boring. And I was originally thinking of doing like plant hangers from that box that I received, but that's not exactly gonna work out because there's not much room between the desk and the wall, and I don't want to keep like banging it on it. So my original plan was to use those hangers, and I already propagated and had my husband print the little pots that are gonna fit into the cute hangers and things like that, and already got some plants going, so this was gonna go in there. I was gonna have this little guy go in there as well, and then this buddy as well was gonna do 3 plant hangers. But again, with the whole planter stuff, it's a little wide and I don't want to keep hitting it, knocking it over, getting dirt everywhere, things like that, because there's not too much space behind the desk. Okay, so I had a better idea. Hello, puppy. So I had all of these from a tree that was taken down in my parents' backyard, and it's just been sitting there because I have so many project ideas that I want to do with them, and the raccoon baby totally messed them up. They were actually fairly organized. You have to steal the show? Yeah, you have to steal the show? No? Okay. So with these wood slices, I was thinking it was going to be a really cute way to kind of make like backings for little bottles and do kind of like a propagation wall. I think I've seen that somewhere, probably through like a TikTok video or an Instagram Reels video or Pinterest or something along those lines, and I have the means to do so. So I already picked out a couple. I'm storing it in my box here. Picked out a couple that will be like fairly decent size or decent looking. Don't mind all the dog hair that's covered in them because it was on the floor, and I haven't exactly tidied them off yet. And then I have a couple of these that were for my friend's wedding that she didn't want or need anymore, so I picked out 12. The reason why I picked out 12 was because we had the Flavier, whatever this thing is, subscription, and it's a whiskey subscription. I have one unboxing for that. I'm going to link it up at the top if you want to check it out or anything like that. And we did a year worth of the subscription, and each subscription was seasonal. And each seasonal subscription, I got 3 of these glass vials. Now, me being the witchy hoarder that I am when it comes to anything bottle container related, I saved all of them, thinking, you know, they're really cute. They kind of look like little vials. They'll make something fun, either spell jar or whatnot, but they will be so perfect to attach them. Obviously, clean this up. Oh, maybe put in a couple crystals in the bottom, and have all of these be strewn across the wall behind me. I think that will look awesome. It would look great with the green and the brown and the gray. I might even take the fairy lights and kind of string them around in case I want to get all fancy and crafty and turn everything on. Ooh, I think that would be a really cool idea. So here is my idea, my plan, and now I just have to convince my husband to put in the work, because it's gonna need holes drilling to attach the wire through this to hold on to this, and I'm going to work on taking off the labels, and I might add like a little, yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit of like lacing at the top just to give it, you know, some pizzazz, and probably add a couple crystal chips in the bottom, or like maybe even like little rocks or something. That way it'll look cute while the plant is growing, and then I'm going to propagate a ton of plants and we can watch the plants progress, and then I can have more plant babies and that type of thing, and it'll be so, I think that'll be so much fun. And that'll be like an ever-changing type of background, which hopefully I won't get too bored of. Over time, I am very excited for this. I think these don't even need too much sanding. We just need a little bit of like drilling to be done for the wire, for the hooks, and find the placements for them. Yeah, all right, so that is the plan. We got the wire. I got a bigger box to contain this project within. Husband's working on taking off the labels for the other bottles right now. These labels, the glue on them smells really, really weird. And it's not alcohol like removable, so we're using acetone, and that seems to be working. So I won't be using the caps for these. Why are my coupons here? Y'all don't need those. They're expired anyways. So the caps are aluminum and metallic, and I won't be using them for these because they're going to be open. And I was trying to think of what could I use these little caps for. And do you know what they are really good for? They will make a wonderful taper candle holder. Just pretty darn perfect. And because they're metal, I wouldn't be too nervous about using them. And I wouldn't be too sad if I ended up destroying them because, well, you know. So here's a little bit of wasteless witchy tips. Free tree, recycled wire from so many years ago, recycled little bottles, and further recycling these into taper candle holders. Can't get more budget than this. I'm so excited. Okay, so I took out all these little like fuzzy thingies, or squishy thingies, or whatever, seals, I think these are seals, out of all of these, and I grabbed a candle to show you how perfect it will be. So I know it's not going to stand in here, but the little trick that you can use is to light the candle, drip a couple drops of wax, and then just sit it in there. That'll be perfect. And the fact that these are metal, after you're done, and if you want to clean out the wax, you can either heat this up to wipe everything out, or you can stick it in the freezer to just pop the wax out. And another bonus, even with the larger taper candles that I get from my Witch's Moon subscription, look at that! It's so awesome! I took off the little labels here. My husband's gonna go through with acetone to wipe it down. I can't do acetone because it's gonna mess up my nails. And he's working on taking off labels there. This is coming together nicely. So for these lights, I'm gonna take them down. I think I'm gonna leave the hooks up there just in case for something. I'm gonna take them down and tuck them away. She has to be here all the time. Tuck them away into little envelopes. I'm not gonna label these little envelopes or anything so I can reuse them later when I reuse the lights. A lot of reusing going on over here if you haven't caught the drift. That way I don't have to deal with them being tangled. And yeah. So I'm going to take them down and curl them up and tuck them in here. storing all the little fairy lights in here until a later project idea comes up. I am not short of those. Maybe I'll use it in like a thrift flip video or something along those lines. And the wall needs a little tidying up, but it is empty and I'm excited to add some plant babies to it. Can never have too many plant babies. So this is what my husband has going on so far. He doesn't want to explain it. I will explain it. So he drilled a hole back here, and he has this like pin system situation going on with a pin here. So it's not going to be visible, but the pin is going to lock the screw head when the screw head sits on there. So he attached it with the wire right over here. Let me focus that in. So he attached it with the wire into here, as you can see. And the screw head is just going to sit right into that spot, and then the pin is going to lock it in. And he's going to do a little bit of a demonstration with that. Go ahead. So that's the pin. Be attached to the wall. Pin will slide in, and it's not gonna go anywhere. Ta-da! Ah, that's gonna be awesome. You're a genius. So everything is hidden, and it's just gonna look like these pieces of wood are literally floating on the wall. It's gonna be gorgeous. So while my husband is working on drilling those things, I have rinsed them and washed them. They're all ready. This is from the prototype. And what I'm going to end up doing is I have this lace washi sticker. These are gloves for a little later. That has a self-adhesive situation on it. And I want to add these to the top. Kind of something along the lines like this. Just to give it a little bit more texture, depth. Maybe I should do middle? No, I'm gonna do the top so it all kind of stays the same. Or maybe middle might be nice too. No, top. Decisions. I'm gonna do like an inch from the top down because there's gonna be little rocks in the bottom. Let me show you what it's gonna look like with the little rocks. I was debating between little rocks and little crystals, but the crystal chips that I would have used would be quartz, and you won't really see the quartz in water. Sorry for my voice, I'm still getting over the flu, but I'm ambitious for this. So I have little tiny like river rocks that are going to be a nice nude and neutral color, that type of thing. I'm going to be adding a couple in just for some interest, some variation of things, because at first there's not going to be much roots or much interest stuff happening, and adding this like that. I think that's going to look so stinking cute. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. So I'm gonna have about like this far down. I don't know, do I want to do it right at the top? Kind of want to do it, no. Decisions. Because the wood is going to be behind this, and I do want to see as much of the wood as possible. So I am going to have this at the top, just to give it a little bit of interest. Some rocks are going to be down in the bottom. Maybe add a couple more, something like that to help weigh everything down. And yeah, this is how it's going to look like hanging on there. And I like how this kind of blends, the wire kind of blends right into the little crevice. So that's good. Very good. Currently don't need those jiggling around. So the gloves are for me to use the rubbing alcohol on so I can clear off the top. Not get any oil prints on it because I'm still a little sick and have a mild fever, so I'm kind of sweaty. Yes, I don't sit still pretty much. And this will also help create a very nice clean surface to adhere this to so it can stick on there for the longest time. So that's what's gonna happen. Gonna rip these up so that they're slightly smaller and manageable to work with. And just gonna go ahead and wipe these down. If you hear drilling noises in the background, you know why. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing these random little DIY projects come together in like this vlog formation. That way I'm not like worrying about perfection and just kind of embracing the chaos, which is my life. So here I am gluing this on. The glue here is actually pretty sticky, as you can see my glove sticking onto it. And then this will be hidden in the back. Oh gosh. There we go. That part will be hidden in the back. And here is how this looks. Now, I'm really trying not to get any oils on it or anything like that, and hopefully this isn't going to get too dirty. There shouldn't be any dirt dealing with this, it's just going to be water and plants. But yeah, and if anything, I'm sure I can just, you know, take these off and replace them as needed. So this was kind of an impromptu type of DIY situation or little vlog type of thing, and I have all of these items on hand, so nothing was purchased specifically for these. I just kind of repurposed them to a specific thing. But I will try to look up similar items and see if I can provide links for them in the description. Like this lace thing is from Amazon, so I'm definitely going to leave a link for that in the description of this video. And if you guys want to try out something similar, or if you're missing like a type of piece, or I don't know, something, I'll try to find links to similar items down in the description. Okay, so all of these are done. There's still some water left in there from rinsing them out, but that's not a big deal since it's gonna get water in there anyways. I can take the gloves off now. I don't like to wear gloves, honestly. Even though I'm a dental assistant and I wear gloves for pretty much 100% of the time at my job, but still. So these little guys are gonna be, oh, I messed up on this one. But it's not too bad. So it's gonna have these be the back, and I can't believe I forgot that. And can I just, so these are in the back, and I just slid this one over, and I think that would look really, really darn cute. Yeah, I like that the lace already had an adhesive on it, that way I didn't have to fiddle around with it. I'm not sure if I further want to decorate the area with charms or anything, but I think I'm just going to leave it simple with the lace and these guys. So, on to the next steps. Since my husband is done drilling all the holes for it and adding in the little pins, it is time for me to de-dust them and de-fur them. Since they're a very textured wood, I can't exactly wipe them down, but I can brush them down. So, exactly what I'm going to do. So before I gave these to my husband to drill the holes, I gave little markers. Well, I actually used a marker to give little markers with an arrow pointing up. So the arrow means it's the back, and then pointing up means where's the top, because I'm even picky with how how the wood is designed. So yeah, that's what that black mark is. Oh, you can see a little bit better here. Like that. Like that one. The rest kind of ended up getting covered up by the holes there. So we are back at the wall. It's gonna be blurry, but I cleaned up some of the scuff marks, and I kind of have an idea of where I want things to go. So obviously it's gonna be above the scuff mark line because the scuffs are from the back of this chair, and I wouldn't want to, you know, crash into it. So it's just gonna be just above that, be kind of around here, and I'm gonna do like 1, 2, 3. And I don't normally record past that because I'm usually sitting down. So there's really no need, even if I'm standing up. This is at about, is that about my height? Yeah, that's at about my height. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3. Then it's gonna be slightly staggered, 1, 2, and 1 above that. And kind of go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's just going to be pretty much in the camera frame, since I don't really need it to be outside of the camera frame, since I don't do really any other videos. And that gives me room up here to add more decorative things. And maybe here I can put like a little whiteboard or something like that, just to help, you know, be more organized with tasks and to-dos. Again, because I have my disaster on the desk at the moment, but I have my big computer here, and I don't record like anything from like here on, so everything is in frame from like this area to there. Wow, yeah, I really need to clean my desk, huh? That's what happens when you have 50,000 projects you're working on all at the same time. I got my bullet journal, I got correspondence book, I have an unboxing that needs to get done, I have tarot cards that I just recently used, and so on and so forth. Anywho, my husband is going and getting a leveler thingamabobber, and he's gonna measure it out like evenly and add the screws, and we're gonna hang things up, and I'm excited! So all the screws are in. We got all of them, all 12. I'm very excited. But if you can see, there are grid lines that my husband did as guidelines to kind of get them evened out. So I'm going to go over with my handy dandy magic eraser, erase all of these pencil lines. Oh, it's fantastic. Erase all the lines and then we could get them hung up. Okay, so here is what we have so far. All of them are hanging on. I'm going to add some rocks to the bottom of these, and then we're gonna hunt down some plants for propagation. So it looks a little funny from like this angle with the rest of the wall being all weird and empty, but the camera frame is going to be right around here when I do my videos, or something like that, right around here when I do my videos, kind of like that. Or if I'm doing like a sit down talk type of video, it'll just be that. I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't look as ridiculous as it looks here. Maybe I'll hang something else up there, just a little bit more decorative. Over on this side I want to put like a little bulletin board of task lists and things. So yeah, now on to the more fun part. A box of actual rocks. And now since we got rocks and half of the water in there, let's go find some plants to propagate. I think I'm going to start with this guy here and then that one over there. Yeah, the leaves are a little brownish on that one. And add those to it. So, plants are done. Let me show you what do we got. We have golden pothos, purple waffle, heartleaf philodendron, those little like bamboo thingies. I don't think it's actual bamboo, but they're usually in like Asian stores, bamboo stuff. Then I have African violet, purple zebrina, or also called an inch plant. Then we have a snake plant, another purple zebrina, monstera. I'm very excited for this one. Then we have another one of those bamboo-y thingies. This is a wax plant. I'm also excited for this one. And another golden pothos. My wall of plants! And then when I do my videos, well, it's gonna be in a different frame, but this is what you will see. Let me know if you guys like this style of video. I know I am not super camera presentable. This has been a flu day DIY thing. Anywho, I had fun. I did a little project. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, the whole shebang. We have tons of magical fun here. And if you've made it this far, then comment down a little plant emoji in the comment section. Okay, so I shall see you in the next video. Love you all. Bye!